All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with Black Pegasus in Belgium. AR should actually be here too, but he's doing some other shit. He's joining us later on. And yeah, we're doing some Led Zeppelin. You already checked this out, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah, rock and roll. And this is live at Knebworth. Do you know where Knebworth is at? Is that somewhere in the US or in the UK, or I don't know, man?
I honestly don't know.
It sounds UK, maybe. I don't know. But I love Led Zeppelin. I got to know Led Zeppelin through my dad, actually.
Okay.
My dad is big on rock and roll and blues and all that. And yeah, we're just going to check out this live performance from 1979. And let me tell you, did you know there's a song from Smashing Pumpkins? It's called 1979.
Oh, yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
Was it 79 or 69?
I think it's 79, man.
Yeah, it might be. I forget. But
I think
yeah,
it is. Maybe someone in the
I
comments
actually
will know.
really like that song.
It's a good song.
Have you ever heard this song?
Yeah, I have heard this song before the studio version.
Okay.
But that's why I wanted to check out this live version, because I know that Led Zeppelin is one of maybe the best rock live, you know,
Gotcha.
maybe next to AC/DC or something like that, you know what I'm saying? There's some conversation about that.
It's crazy because you're saying that your pops put you on. So, like, I actually discovered, like, I've heard of Led Zeppelin. I never heard any of their music. I got put on through reactions.
Right.
So, like, I'm, like, learning about, like, all this rock. Because I didn't grow up. My house, my parents listened to, like, a lot of gospel and Christian music because they're hardcore Christians. And then we would listen to a little bit of soul music, but I can't remember them spinning rock records ever.
Right.
So like that, a lot of rock and country got by me. But yeah, let's get it, man.
Right. Okay. That's very interesting because that's exactly the polar opposite of what I had. I was always raised with this type shit, you know, rock and roll, blues, all that.
Tight.
So let's run it.
Let's do it.
That is so cool that the crowd, you know, I would be, if I were in that crowd in 90s, I wasn't even born yet, but if I was in that crowd in 1979, I'll be rolling. Did you ever get to see any of these, like, legends, quote unquote, live?
Bro, no.
And not even, maybe even like Stevie Wonder.
This is what's crazy, man. Like, I lived, like, my parents were hardcore, like, so at one point they were Southern Baptist Christians and then went to, like, evangelical. So, like, I was very sheltered from this. Do you want to know? I performed before I've ever seen a live performance in my life. So I performed, I rapped at a talent show before I actually went to a live performance and seen anyone else really perform other than at church. People singing in the church, playing piano and stuff. That wasn't in, my parents didn't go to concerts. They didn't go to dance halls. All they did was work. And then, you know, we do the family thing and they were in the church.
That's
so they'd go to church. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like Halloween, we'd go to church and dress up like Bible characters.
Right.
Like, so it was just different.
It's different. Yeah.
I
get it though.
You know? And so, like, when I became a teenager and both my parents had to work, I got exposed to MTV. And then I started hearing rap and I started to rebel. And that's what really created me. Like, that was my formative years. And that's how I got exposed to, like, music, was like MTV exposed me to a lot.
If you remember, what was like the first, like, memorable artist that you were like, oh my God, this music exists? You know what I mean? Like
listening to or saw live?
Yeah, like listening on, like, MTV, like your first few artists that you were, like, exposed on.
I mean, I really started seeing stuff and noticing. So there was some Guns N' Roses on the radio where like
course,
when
yeah.
we're, you know, like you're like, oh, what's this? This sounds good. But, you know, I just didn't, it took me a while to connect the dots, man.
Yeah, to be
like,
yeah. Like that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. All right. After that like first solo, there was just so much hype going on back to back. There was no real like moment for me where I was like, okay, we got to say something here, because that was just straight heat from the first solo, like back to back to back. You got the first solo, then you got the little chorus in between, they got another solo, and then at the end, like the drumming, brother.
Yeah, when you listen to that, I've listened to a bunch of different Led Zeppelin from my reactions, and they go into different pockets. I can't even really say they have a signature sound, because if you're listening to something like Kashmir and then go to Stairway to Heaven, like there's, you know, differentials there. But there was a sound signature here, like it was almost like them tipping their hat to maybe the 50s or something. Like some of the way they were playing was like Chuck Berry or like Elvis Presley, even the way he was delivering some of the lines. And then when they start going into the riffs, I felt like it went to their time. They were sprinkling their flavor on it, but it was also like a shout out to the people who came before them. Like there was a little bit of a throwback guitar sound in there, and a little flavor in the vocals.
Yeah, for sure. I think that what you mean, like Chuck Berry and what do you say, Elvis? Those are like the founding fathers of rock and roll, blues, and everything that's a little bit sounding like this, you know?
Yeah.
So them giving a shout out to, you know, in this slight way, like playing a certain way or all that, is only feels right? Like Led Zeppelin is known to be a very respectful group of people also towards the music genre and other genres and all that.
Yeah.
There's, I believe, and I saw this, I believe, even way before I did reactions, was that Heart did a song for Led Zeppelin as well.
Oh yeah, they did a tribute. I reacted to that. It's really freaking good.
Right. And you know,
have you seen it before?
Yeah, I saw that way before I did reactions and YouTube and all that. I saw that video, and it's just a beautiful thing to see how they receive that. Right, they're all sitting there very, very happy. And yeah, if you see them perform to this day, like they're still very good.
Yeah,
like they're not. You know, I don't know if all the members are alive. Maybe there's one deceased. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know this information exactly, but the people in the comments will 100% tell me. But yeah, they are really good still. Like they have aged like a fine wine. And if you look at somebody like Axl Rose, for example, like right now, he did not age like a fine wine. Like he really, and this is like known information, kind of destroyed his voice through all the screaming, and now he's really, you know, rough in the vocals in general, right? But if you hear these guys live right now, they would sound the same, just a little bit less energetic, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the people who are crazy is AC/DC.
Oh, yeah.
They're nuts, and they're still good. Like, bro,
they are really...
Brian Johnson's crazy.
Did you know that Angus Young lives in the Netherlands?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. My dad was actually almost going to play with him. This was like 2 weeks ago. But the event got canceled because of a band member being sick. So he's going to rearrange that. But my dad is probably going to play with Angus Young on the stage, you know, maybe in like a month or something.
That's crazy.
And I'm going to go there and film that and all that, you know, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But back to the Zepp, guys. If you have not seen anything of Led Zeppelin, it's possible, you know, don't need to be ashamed. It happens sometimes, you know. He got introduced to a lot of this good music way later on. Go check out Stairway to Heaven, Kashmir, what is it? War Pigs, is that Led Zeppelin, or is that?
No, that's Sabbath.
Sabbath, right? What is that other song? You got like one of the three.
A Whole Lot of Love is a big one.
Love, that's it.
I mean, they got a few joints.
Yeah, but go support him. Please also support my man right here, Black Pegasus. Go check out his channel. He has 2 channels right now that he's really running: Black Pegasus Raps and
Pegasus versus the World.
Pegasus versus the World. Go check them out. What was your second channel again? Just want to give you a shout out, right? What did you do on your second channel? Because people know
I do more commentary. So like, you know, I'll react to comedy, but I'm also reacting to trending topics or things that are going on. A lot of it's like American-based stuff that's going on, having conversation pieces. But you know, it's just where I kind of focus on talking and stuff like that.
Right. So if you're down to check out that, go. The links will be down in the description. All right, guys. All right, see you later.
Peace.